Hey, what is going on, webheads? It's Roundaway here, and I've been getting really into Persona 4 Arena lately. I don't really know why, I've just had the itch and I decided to actually go back and start trying to learn the game. I've had the game since it was released on PC years ago, but because they took a while to add rollback, the game ended up just dying. So I was like, you know what, let me actually try to learn this game instead of just playing it single player or just messing around in training mode and stuff. So shout out the Persona 4 Arena Discord, because that's where I was getting matches and stuff from. What I want to talk about in this video is the insta-kills that are in the game. Now, what do I mean by insta-kills? In case you don't know, maybe if you're from more modern Arc System Works games like Guilty Gear Strive, insta-kills were a thing that were in old Guilty Gear games and other just older Arc Sys games in general, where basically after you win a round you can finish your opponent off. If you're basically about to win, you can finish your opponent off by spending all of your meter to do one big impractical super move, but it's really flashy and you get to finish off your opponent. Yeah, it was a cool thing that I'm kind of sad isn't in Strive. I mean, I get probably why they never added it to Strive, because the way that game is animated, it's super detailed. Making a specific insta-kill for every single character might be a little too much, but I mean, hey, Fighters technically has insta-kills. Well, dramatic finishes are a little different. It's just finishing your opponent off with a heavy attack, and there's way more specific conditions in Fighters, you know what I mean? You have to be playing on this character with this stage, and you know what I mean? It's a little bit different in that regard, but it's basically the same thing. If you've seen that or played Fighters, that's basically what it is, except every character can just do it, and they have their own specific animation. And this was also added in Persona 4 Arena. And hey, I love Persona, so I thought this would be a good thing for me to talk about, because I actually get the characters and stuff, you know what I mean? I've played every modern Persona game, I'll say. It'd be better than doing something like BlazBlue, where I have no clue anything really about the characters. And what are my criteria for this? Vibes. I don't really have a criteria. It's just literally whatever I like the most. And I'll give my reasons as to why I like it, you know what I mean? But there's not really anything. It's just, it's made up. It doesn't really matter. If you don't like it, deal with it, or just let me know which ones you like better. But yeah.
You're really on this. Behold the truth!
I like this one a lot, but I think it's just a 7. I don't know, I feel like there's way better ones that we're gonna see later in the game, and I think this one is just solid. I mean, it's a reference to, Myriad of Troops from Persona 4, the very final move you do against, Izanami. But I don't know, there's just something about it. I kind of like how it's a gigantic lightning bolt just coming down from the sky, and they pan to show it falling down. But other than that, it's just alright.
Huh? Time to break this in! Ultimate attack! This could be it! No way! Ha, there you have it!
I'm actually pleasantly surprised with Yosuke's. I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it is. I like it more than Yus, definitely. I like how he just sends them in the air with the wind, and then they're just spinning for a bit, and then he basically just does a Ragnarok from Marvel vs. Capcom, or Maximum Spider, which I think is more fitting just because, Yuri Lowenthal voices Spider-Man now, so. But I think it is actually a really good one. I don't know, it's just more creative, and I think I kind of like the other characters more because they have to get more creative, you know what I mean? There's not as many things they can pull from, so it's mainly just up to whatever they decide. But yeah, I definitely think it's better, and I think it's an 8 out of 10.
Super final attack! Here goes! 1, 2!
Despite me not being the biggest Chie fan, her insta-kill is definitely a 10 out of 10. It's just so funny. It fits. Galactic Punt is just a really funny move in Persona 4, period. And then the fact that they just recreated it here, and it's just so dramatic. She launches you in the air with her persona, does the big ass stretch, and then there's a little bit of slow-mo before the kick connects. It's just perfect.
Here comes the last one. dear cherry blossoms, bloom in full splendor. To bloom in the...
I don't know, man. Yukiko's is kind of lame. Like, it's weird. It could be really cool. It reminds me of, like, Byakuya from Bleach. But, like, why... My main issue is just the sound effect they use. I know it's literal cherry blossoms and they don't do damage, but I mean, like, they should have, like, a cutting sound, because that's what I'm getting from this. It's, like, that there's so many cherry blossoms, it's, like, cutting them, but, like, I don't know. It's just the sound effect kills it. I think it would have been, like, an 8 or 9, but I think just because the sound effect has, like, no impact to it, it's just, like, a 7.
Then, hope you're prepared. Here comes the finisher. Ha! Hope you saw that.
And why do they have to do my boy dirty like that? Kanji's, I think, is genuinely a 6 because it's just, like, lame. I don't know, like, there's not a lot to it. I wish it was, like, you know, he's, like, the only dedicated, like, true grappler in this game. So, like, they could have given him, like, something like a pop buster or something, man. Also, it's basically the same thing as his, like, awakening super, like, where he just, like, throws you in the air and then, like, the persona, like, punches him. Except this time, it's him and the persona, but I don't know, it's just kind of lame. I will say, though, I like how there's a little walk to it. I think that's funny. Like, how he's just, like, walking up and then it grabs you.
I'll destroy everything. It's time to despair. Pride and pain. A world like this should completely disappear.
You know, despite Minazuki being my main in this game, or one of my mains, his super is, like, weird. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I kind of like it. I think it's an 8, but I think it goes on a little too long. I know it's, like, super extra edgy and overkill, you know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point. And I really like the sound it makes, like how it's just, like, really, really loud, and, like, there's just so much of it. However, I don't know. I feel like if it was just a little bit shorter, or, like, he did more things in it. I do like the final part, though. The final part makes it, go up from a 7 to an 8. Like, where, like, his persona just, like, slashes you and shit. And it's, like, a silhouette. That shit is, like, so cool. Other than that, though, I don't really know. But I guess an 8 out of 10.
Looks like you need punishment.
Yeah, Labrys is my other main, and holy shit, yeah, this one, this is like a 10 out of 10. Like, it's so fucking sick. Like, her just beating the shit out of you with, like, the chain axe and shit. And then, like, especially, like, the final part with, like, the cut-in. And then you just see, like, the axe, like, there's, like, a delay as it's, like, coming down from, like, the air and shit. And also, like, the TV, like, breaking effect to it. That's just sick as hell.
I'll make this my best show ever.
Flip the switch! You got chaos. Look at him go!
I can't believe they gave that stupid fucking bear that I hate one of the best fucking finishers in the entire game. It's so good. Like, it's not even anything too flashy or crazy. I just think it's really funny and in character. He just puts you in his persona, then he turns you into a fucking firework, and then there's like the dramatic Teddie giving you a salute on the side. I think that one's pretty good. That's definitely like a 10 out of 10.
I can fight too. Heads up. I'm gonna show you what an idol can do. This is my resolve. Feel it. Time for my full strength. And another one. Now I can put
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This one's kind of lame and it doesn't really fit. I mean, I don't know what else they could do, you know what I mean, to be honest. Like, there's not really much you could do with Rise, you know, the Nav as like a fighting game character, making her like insta-kill. I don't even know what they would do. The only other thing, maybe, I wish they would have put just her like rhythm game super. That would have been a funnier insta-kill, but other than that, it's like definitely a 5. Like, it's just not that cool or like crazy or anything.
It's a miss.
Showtime! My soul cries to be released. Showtime!
Farewell.
Yo, who the fuck is making my like favorite Persona 4 characters have like shitty supers? What the fuck? First Kanji, now this one. I think this is definitely a 4. Like, this shit is probably the worst one in the entire game. And if you saw in the fucking clip, it's a bitch to set up too. Like, you have to literally like choose to get hit by it, you know what I mean? And then at the same time, all it is just a gunshot. Like, she just shoots you in the fucking face, which is what she's been doing all game, because it's Naoto. That's, like, her playstyle. Like, she zones you out and puts traps and shit, so I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this one. It's just, like, I guess it's kind of funny. Also, you can, like, move during it, like, the player getting hit by it when they're in the little scope. They can actually, like, move around and, like, do whatever. Obviously, you just can't attack. Or if you can attack, you just can't, like, attack, you know, Naoto herself. But yeah, no, this one sucks, bro.
I'll show you who I am. I am Izanami no Mikoto. I grant mankind what they yearn for. What is your wish?
Neat. Like, it makes more sense, obviously, if you've played Golden, which, I mean, if you're playing this game and you haven't played Persona 4, I don't know what to tell you. But, yeah, it's alright. I do think it's better than, like, Use, you know what I mean? There's a lot of electric-based characters in Persona now that I'm thinking about it. Like, at least, I'm talking about this game specifically. Like, you know what I mean? We got Kanji, we got Yu, we got fucking, like, Akihiko. You know what I mean? There's a lot of electric-based characters, but I think this is probably a better version of Yu's. I'll just give this one a 9, also mainly just because there is no 9, I just realized. Like, I haven't given anything a 9 yet.
It really is stupid, you know? If you want to play hero, do it with your friends! Are you satisfied?
At least I don't think I have. I mean, what? It's Adachi, bro. Come on. It's my favorite Persona, like, antagonist, dude. Adachi, his is amazing. Like, it's so just creepy. It fits him well. I like how Magatsu Izanagi just fucking, like, how he just, like, viciously just grabs you into, like, the puddle and shit. I love the cutout of Adachi just talking shit. And then just the final slash. Like, it's really simple. And I feel like if this was on any other character, I wouldn't like it as much. But because it's Adachi and it fits so much with his character, this is definitely a 10 out of 10.
Behold. Behold. She who resides over power. And the epitome of her strength. This
This is the highest form.
Okay, so this is really weird considering that, like, you know, it's Margaret, like the secret boss and like the Velvet Room attendant. Hers is kind of lame. Like, I don't know. I think it's a 7. Mainly because she just summons Hallel and then that's really it. Like, she does, like, I think the move's called like Morning Star or something. And I mean, hey, I guess it makes sense. What else is she gonna do? But they could have added more to it. It's just kind of lame.
Yeah, please. Take this. Trap triggered. This is our grand finale. I bring you Megadola. Well done.
Now, Liz's super is way better. Like, it's basically the same thing, except with Thanatos, and it's more of a reference to, like, you know, the actual, like, boss fight. I mean, I'm pretty sure the other one is too, but this one I like it more because it's just way faster, way cooler. I like Thanatos as a persona more, and also it has, like, the little, like, 999 thing, like, from the damage, and I like that.
You're mine now. An elegant finish.
I like Mitsuru's a lot. I think it's like really fitting and cool, and it's like simple and like quick. Although I am kind of spoiled by like Reload. You know, the theurgy animations are basically like this game's version of insta-kills. Like, they don't always insta-kill, but you know what I mean? Like, they're just cinematic. But I'm more used to that one, but I think this one is still really good. This one's definitely like an 8 or a 9. You know, I'll say a 9. I'll say 9. Yo, my bad, bro. I forgot Akihiko is just straight up Goku in this game. Fucking 10 out of 10, dude. He just comes rain. It doesn't even make that much sense, but he just like comes raining down from the heavens, and then he just fucking smites your ass, and then like it cuts to like the fucking impact frame of him like pushing his limits and shit, and then the final part with Caesar just like floating in space and shit. Like, that shit goes hard as fuck, dude. Speaking of going hard as hell, yo, Aigis's is really fucking good as well. First of all, she like fucking just like destroys you with the machine guns or whatever. Then she just throws her spear at you. You're just still flying in the air. She charges up this big fucking like energy revolver and then fucking shoots that. What? You're still flying midair, by the way. And then you just explode. It gets so overkill, but it's really funny. And I like it a lot. This is a 10 out of 10.
Light damage.
Shadow Labrys one is really good too. I like how cinematic it is, you know what I mean? Like, just getting a full scope of like how big her persona actually is, because it's in the ground at the time. Like, we don't see its full body, but here we just see it slowly coming up and then it just takes you and crushes you in her hand. That is so sick.
I'll show you what I'm made of.
You know, I was gonna give Yukari's like a 7, but honestly, I think it goes up to like at least an 8, almost a 9. I'll just say 8 though, because of the fucking sound design. Like, why does it like, there's like a thunder crack to it? It's crazy. Like, that shit, I was not expecting that, you know what I mean?
Oh, this macho glory! Perfect swing!
But yeah, I think it's still an 8 just because it's not really anything too crazy. And of course, the man himself having like the best one in the entire game. Hell yeah. Dude, like the fact it's so fucking overkill. He sends you fucking out of orbit. The persona pitches, then he fucking hits the home run. His bat breaks, and then it hits the fucking like scoreboard, dude. Perfect. And then
There'll be no mercy. I'll give this my all. Now you see my power. I'm using full power. All for this.
the final character we have is Ken and Koromaru, because they're one character in this game. This one's also pretty good. I mean, I don't like Ken. I fucking hate Ken. But Koromaru's here, so that makes it better. I like how they use like dark and light spells, and then it just like insta-kill you. It's not that crazy. The best part about it is like the first part with like the flaming like dog, you know what I mean? Like at the very beginning, like when you activate it. But other than that, 7 out of 10. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. We reacted to all of the Persona 4 Arena insta-kills. I really like this a lot, and I hope the next Arc System Works game has like insta-kills, or like at least dramatic finishes need to come back or something. And if there's definitely ever to be a Persona 5 arena, which I mean, hopefully, I mean, it's been years, you know what I mean? Like, I hope there's a Persona 5 arena, or much less, my actual dream would be to like have a Persona fighting game like with everything, like Persona 1 through like, let's say 6, if 6 was out at the time. I feel like that would be better, but still, any case, like Persona 5 Arena, if that ever comes out, I'll definitely look at all of the insta-kills in that game. And I wish this game had Makoto and Shinjiro. I mean, obviously, I know why, for lore reasons, why they're not here, but it's a crossover game. It's like, I don't even know if this game is canon or not. I'm assuming it's not. You know what I mean? You don't have to, like, make it super accurate to the games. You could have them back. I feel like they would have been cool characters, but, yeah, that's it. See ya.
Can you tell me how I got here? Why is every question answered unclear?